Hey everybody, I'm back. I'm gonna do another 20 or 30-minute work session here, and where I left off was with the Liber Sextus, and I was adding paragraph structures and division structures. I finished that now, and I'm gonna start cleaning up some things like word breaks across lines. I'm gonna automatically generate new paragraph IDs. I'm going to automatically generate line numbering, comment out some things. And if we get that far, then I'm going to show how I make a second diplomatic transcription from this initial file. I'm going to copy it over, add the new stuff. And hopefully we can get to a point where we can push the changes and we'll be able to see these live and then start thinking about the next steps. So let's go ahead and share my screen, and we'll get that started. All right, so hopefully you're seeing my oxygen editor, and this is a text I had worked on before, pretty long. We can see it at the top here. This is the title 6 of the Liber Sextus. And we went through here and got all the headings and paragraph in place. But you'll see, for example, we've got some new paragraphs that got generated. They don't have any paragraph IDs, so we're going to need to edit those. None of our line breaks have numbers, and I like to get those numbered. And we have these breaks across line, which is a holdover from the print rendering, and we don't want those. We want to bring those together. And let's come down to the bottom, just double checking. So this was an old paragraph that we're going to delete. We don't need that anymore. All right, so we've got a few steps that we're going to do here. First things first, let's get rid of these breaks. So I'm going to do a find here, and we're actually going to look for any word. We're going to do a regular expression here. Any word that happens more than one time, followed by this little symbol here. Sometimes we have a dash, so let's do either that or a dash. Okay. Followed by any amount of white space. All right, followed by line break. Be like that. All right, and what we're going to do at that point is we're going to do a hard return. Let's try to keep this indenting the same. So we'll do this. Hard return that spacing. We're going to move that text down. Then we're going to re-add the line break here. And we're going to add the break equals no attribute. So there's no break in this word. And that should be enough. So let's first of all see if we can find all these regular expressions. Should be on, find all. All right, so we can, before we do any changes, we can see our matches. That's exactly what we want. So we should expect all of these first parts to move over to the left side, and there should be a break equals no. So we'll replace all. If it doesn't look right, we'll undo it and we'll check. I like to make sure I didn't clip any letters. Sometimes that happens, but all these words look right. Vocationem, confirmationem. So that's great. Close. Let's go ahead and save that. And we need to add any paragraph IDs here. So I have a template for that. And I'm going to run this XML ID creation. It's going to do an identity transform, adding in paragraph IDs and ref IDs. If we had quotes, we'd add those. And it is a little annoying when we are going to add quotes later, and we'll need to add IDs. And if we create a second file for the second diplomatic transcription, it is a little annoying because we'll have to add those IDs over. But we'll get to that when we get to that. So that looks pretty good. Moving in the right direction. I want to do line break numbers now. So same idea. Instead of that, we're going to count line numbers. Yes. All right, now we've got line numbers in place. So that looks pretty good. And you see they restart when we get to a new page. That's good. I think this one's close to done. All right. I guess the last thing is that all of these commentary headers, I don't really consider these part of the text, or if we want to keep those around, we need to move those to another file. So we need to comment those out. I also see an error here. It looks like when we auto-generate those IDs, since we already have some IDs in the file, it's kind of random, a coincidence, but we ended up with the same ID in 2 places. So let's check that. That was our new spot. So let's just put a random number in there. Looks like we have one more issue. This one. And let's make a random number there. And green light, that's good. So I'm going to search for all of these instances. And we're going to comment all of these out. That might take a little while here. So I'm not going to delete it because I might want to use this for something else later. I'm just going to comment it out for right now. All right. Got like 30 of these, so this will take a while. Using Shift Command M here to comment these blocks. Oxygen does that a little bit weird. Most editors, it's Command slash. So. Get rid of this. Wonder if we could speed this up by doing any paragraph, every paragraph that contains this. But let's do that contains text. Any paragraph that contains this string. And then select all of those. No, they don't like that. There we go. We need in that. Let's try that. Cancel. Final. There we go. All right, that looks a lot better. Now we're going to do that 23 more times. So how do we? So we don't want to delete that. So let's put that in a bracket, and then we'll put comments around it, and we'll go 1, find all, replace all. Hey, that's faster. That worked pretty good. Now I think we had a few other ones that didn't contain that string. So I'm also going to open the outline view here. That's going to help me move around a lot faster. Let's do a quick check on all these. That's commented. We can just do these one at a time instead. Commented. That one didn't match the string quite the same. Commented. Did I think I missed this one when it's annoying. I missed that one, and so that should count as a line break. So let's fix that. That needs to be a paragraph. And then we're going to copy to 7 here. Yeah, that's an annoying mistake, guys. I gotta see. We use the line breaks to count. I want 112 to be correct. Let's comment it out. It's going to recount it. It's going to be wrong. But I needed this to be 176. Should be 110. This should be 111, 12. How many do I have to go? We lucked out. It's not very many, so let's just do this manually. 112. Hopefully we didn't do that anywhere else. 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27. There's probably another mistake in there somewhere, but it's good enough for now. Just going to make this a little smaller so we can get a scan. So 6 was good. 6. Then 7 is here. Left 6. Oh man, what's going on? 6 is there. I just wrote the wrong thing here. That's 7. Okay, back on track. 8 commented. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Oh, I stopped looking for these to comment. Comment. All right. 17. 18. 19, good. 20, good. 21, 22, 23, 24. Oh man, did the same thing here. That's a bummer. I got an idea how to do this. First, let's do this. Let's give this a line break here. All right, then this is capitulum 25. Okay. Now, I really want to uncomment just the stuff on this page and then rerun the numbering and then paste those back in. So let's do this. This is a little sneaky. Let's do another document here. Paste everything in, and we were on, what were we on? Line 1275, capitulum 25. Okay. Just recomment these ones before the start of this page. So here, 481. Right, 481. Here's where I have the mistake, right? There's no undo. Okay, then 41. So let's just do line number creation here. That should have updated where my mistake was. No, I think I need to save this first. Save. We'll just call it temp. We're going to delete this. Then do line number creation. Okay. All right. So now that's all. It's only going to affect everything from this point to the start of the next page. So I'm going to copy this down to here. Right now, I'm going to go back to my file. Now, what did I do? Insert it right there. So 2194. Okay, so from 2194 to the start of the next page. Right there. All right, now let's see. You should see, so 128 here at the bottom. Let's undo that. It should be 127. Yep. Good. Okay, fixed. Now that's annoying. Let's hope I don't have to do that again. Now this needs to be commented again, and we can keep going. 26 is good. 27 is good. 28. 29 is good. 30, 31, 32. It's fine. I'm just going to move that up here. 33 is good. 34. Oops, I forgot to. Yeah, 33. I feel like I'm missing a 34. There's 34. 35 looks good. 36. Almost there. 37. 38. 39. 40. 41. 2. Oops. 42. 43. 44. 45. 46. 47. Okay, that I think is good. So I'm all set here. This one's done. And let's take a look at the structure here. We have this was our part of our temp file. Delete that. Oh, move to trash. There we go. Yes. And we didn't need this either. Move to trash. Yes. All right. So we got a little file in here called transcriptions. And if I have multiple diplomatic transcriptions, we're going to use one of these files to harvest like canonical metadata. And if we have a Born Digital Critical Edition, that will be kind of like the default, but we don't have that here. And so we're just specifying, use this one for extracting sort of canonical info. Commit those changes. I'm just going to pause for a sec. Come back over here. New. Okay. Now, I'm coming back. Screen 1, no, screen 2. Okay. So, take a look at this. And, excuse me. One more. There we go. All right. Status. All right. Notice that we have some instructions here for GitHub. No. Surprised we don't have a check on that. We should do that. Let's do that. Hold on. Okay. So I'm just going to copy that over from an old one here. And I'm also going to copy a README. Okay, and then we're going to update that README to... This is going to tell GitHub to run some XML checks on all the files. And we'll see if we have any XML errors. F6TD. And right here. WEF60D, and then we get a repo for Liber Sextus. All right, that's a little better. I thought I had done that already. And let's print that. Okay, and get status. Added first pass updated Friedberg diplomatic transcription for Title 6. Also added GitHub actions file with okay, that was good. All right, so that's gonna start a build process tonight, but what I want to do now is, you can see in the the previous titles, I not only have the Friedberg text, but I have this diplomatic transcription from another that needs to be renamed, from another codex GH333A. We can take a look at that real quick. We can see that. Let's add that right in here so we can look at that. I know these by heart, so I'll just type it in. Codex manifest. Okay, so that's from Google Books, and let's get to the same spot. That one is Paris 1535. The last one was on 56R, 57R. It's also a mistake. 57R should be start on 56V. Let's take a look at that. 56R. Hard to see. Let's bring this down. Bring this up. Now we can look at both of them at the same time if we want. 56R. Oh, you know why? It's because, okay, this text is a commentary with a commentary. So it's going to start on 56R. Then there's going to be, so we're really ripping out the Liber Sextus from this text from Johannes Monaccus and Philippus Probus. And that's why we have this 50 fixed here to say this is line 77 on 56R, even though we're now going to jump to 56V here without a page break. And now we get to 57R. So let's take a look at 57R here. Too far. Here's 57R. And commentary. All right. I think this is what we have in Title 6. Title 6. Yeah. Okay, so this is just the rubric. Then there's the commentary on that rubric. So it's not even the text yet of the Liber Sextus. And then boom, chapter 1 right here. And you can see that that's exactly what we have right here. So we want to capture the text in both codices so that we can compare them, see if there are changes, total transparency. So what I do, now that we got the structure set up, I'm going to be in this file and I'm going to go save as, and then we give it the proper prefix. So the prefix is GH333A. All right, and then this remains the same because conceptually we're still doing the same text, but just in a different manifestation. All right, now everything has to change, and a lot of that's going to be the same as it was for Title 5. So I'm going to copy some of that over. I'll change my dates here, but this witness declaration needs to be different. So let's go here. That's going to change. Let's get our date right. 02/24/28. February 28, 2024. Okay, and then these start times are going to change. I'm going to use P for this, P, and we're starting on 59R. And we're starting on column B. Okay. And now let's go ahead and I've got the text abstracted from HDR recognition here. And what I had to do is like label, when is this the Liber Sextus text? When is this Monachus? When is this Probus? And rip those out. And now we're going to basically insert these in the right spot. So let's keep an outline over here. And this will take a while because we got like 30 sections to do. So we'll do a few, but I'll take a break and then I'll catch up. So let's start with chapter 1, title 6, rubric. So we do have a little bit of a rubric here. So let's start with that. And notice I already got the line numbers and the page it's on captured when I did the OCR recognition. So I'm just going to copy that here. And that's going to be parallel. I'm not even going to copy the paragraph. I'm going to copy the text there. And sorry for a sec. No, close that. Oh, I was working on the wrong one there. February. Oh, man. I made my changes in that temp file we're working on. Let's make sure we're in the right spot again. Here. No, we're up to date. This we can close. Let's close some things. Okay. Sorry, a lot of files. February 28th. Good. Starts on, that should be -59-RB. Okay. So this is conceptually the same spot of de lezione et electrone prestate tifus. Okay, so we're going to put this in here. And you can see now because we're using the same paragraph ID, we can say, show me this paragraph in all of its manifestations, and we'll get there. So now we come to chapter 1, right? And first of all, we don't need to preserve this anymore because we already got it in that other file. So let's get rid of that. Now it's not perfect because we've got this like chapter 1 idea above here, but they put what I consider the reference here and then put chapter 1 after. I haven't quite figured out best way to do that yet. But we'll make do. So I'm just going to say this paragraph doesn't really exist for the time being. And I'm going to copy this paragraph here. And in the Probus text, it's kind of in the commentary, they had some paragraph breaks. And we can try to respect that as much as possible. Hopefully they align, but we're really going to, yeah, pretty good. But like here, we're going to collapse this so that we have structural similarity. The other thing we want to do is we don't want to lose this reference parallel. So let's do this a little slower. We're going to take this line to here. Well, let's take this, put it here. We're going to delete this, replacing that text, put it here. And now we just want to get this part right. Capture this reference, not the Pilcrow, that's not part of the reference, to here. Cap 1's not part of the reference. Now we can get rid of this. All right, so now we have the same paragraph, same information, add S there. Line breaks are preserved, so we can use that to come back to this specific line in the image. And then we'll go to the next one, sed C. Now that lines up pretty well, so we'll just copy that over. Good. And then, but wait a sec. This hike autumn, that's here. So we'll preserve the Pilcrow. So if we need to construct the paragraphs according to as they are in this text, we'll do that. But right now we're just going to try to keep the same structural parallel, so we'll get rid of that break there, and we'll bring that up. Bring this down. Okay, that looks nice. And then that looks the same. That's good. And how far down do we go? This again, we're gonna bring this page break, but we're gonna put it in the same paragraph. So first, this first part, good, and then everything in here is going to go in the same paragraph as well. Okay, break, same paragraph. Good. All right. So that's how we're going to do this. Let's do one more, and then that's probably enough to get a sense. Maybe I can do a third follow-up to kind of show the build process and the output. Let us compare them. So got rid of that extra stuff. We're in chapter 2 now. This is what we want. We're going to bring this into the first. I'm going to put it here for a second. I don't want to delete that. I want to make sure I capture this reference. So even though this one says edem and this one has it explicit, it's conceptually the same. So we use the same ID there, and now we're done. Oh, that went faster. Let's do, nope, not quite done. Let's undo that. Just take a better look real quick. Is this part in here? Right here. So we definitely want to include both of those. So I redo everything. And let's just make sure we add this in as well. Okay. And yeah, obviously we've got some HTR errors in here. I'm just going to get rid of that. Assume that's a mistake. That looks good. And now we're on chapter 3. Gone. Oh, and since we don't really have a parallel for this, till we find the best way to do that, that's getting commented. This is getting commented. And 3. So we got that going all the way down. How far does this go? But it's broken up at 1. So we do have that. We already have similar paragraphs here. Boy, this is longer than I'd like. It'd be nice to use some of these paragraphs. But that's going to take closer reading to think through that. 2, Poro, we can definitely use that. Sequando, right there. So we'll do everything. That'll be a new paragraph. And then, all right, let's do the first part. Everything down. Okay. Text. All the way down to here. It's going to go in this first paragraph slot. And then all this is going to get deleted. Oh man, it'd be nice to keep this name parallel. Let's save that and put that in the right spot too. Okay, so first we're going to match up these references like so. And see, chapter 3 is there. Then the parallel quote is going to be there. That's good. This can be deleted now. And I just wanted to save this because I'd like to. We can do parallels for even our name identifiers, which is right here. Good. And then it's a little error because that ID can't be used twice because it's up here. Get rid of that. That's good. All right, now it's this part. And this was pretty long. All the way down to Poro, I think it was. So we're going to get all of that. There we go. I just like to paste it in at the end, just to make sure I'm on the right spot. Okay, all that's just going to go. Now, there were extra paragraph breaks somewhere in there we're going to get rid of. Okay, that's good. Now we're at this one. How far? This one doesn't go as far. So, criteria. Right there, express. We can get rid of that as a period. Okay. Not a lot of shortcuts to this. It takes some reading and thinking to make it parallel, but it will make it possible to never have to do it again. You start in one text, you can get to the exact same spot in another one with a click of the button. So that's pretty cool. Makes it easy to like correct this, because if you're not sure about a reading, you can look in a parallel text. Let's see here for 4. No, I still need to do 3 here. Criteria down to Ketera. Down to Keterum Quia, right? So all of this to here. This can all go. Nice. And then these paragraph breaks go away. We can make further paragraph breaks later. We just now have to make them in 2 files. Keep everything parallel. That's good. And how much more? 4. Oh, still got some more. This one's a long one. Let's finish this one. Kaiterum down to Quia. Quia what? Quia Vero. Not that one. That one. So this is all going in 4. I think it was here. Right? Kaiterum Quia. Yep. All of this is going here. Good. 5. Quia Vero Fidelibus. That's the last one. Section, and that's all the way down to Indicate. So we'll take that. Oh, I went too far. Right there. Okay, great. I can't show you this one because we still have more to do, but I think I can show you the end result. Let's look at an earlier one that I've done. So let's look at, this is I put this under Boniface, I think. Okay. I did an earlier one, so let's look at like 3 maybe. Okay, so we got each paragraph, but we can focus on this paragraph. So I click on it and focus on this paragraph, and now I can flip over and I can see it in the 1535 text, and then click on it, and there you go. See? So we get those line numbers straight. We can do that. We can also compare these two instances like so. So we can see how they changed, and now we can move paragraph by paragraph, see any differences that pop up. All right, and obviously there's going to be some in there from transcription difficulties or errors, and I don't know if this will work right now. So if we have an issue, you know, something's not spelled right, transcription error. Well, here we're looking at the Freeberg again. Let's flip back over to this one. Now we're looking at it here. And if we have, now that it's in pretty good shape, if we see an error, we can do an easy, let's find an error and fix it. We can do a pretty easy fix. Like, I don't know, come on, there's so many errors. Should be able to find one. Right text, that's good. Here, there's an error, right? So let's take a look at that. CLA. That was line 35 right here. So we can fix that. Take us right to it. There it is. Commit changes. Oh, we could just say fixed transcription error. All right, so now that's fixed. So that's a great way, like, you know, as you're reading, to fix like an error real quick, just improve the text. If you're doing full scale editing, like that's kind of a slow way to do it, and it's better to kind of be over here in the text and just kind of have it open. But depends on what you're doing, but it's nice to have that like right at your fingertips. So that's 42 minutes. If you made it that far, great watching. I'm going to stop it here. I got like 30 more section parallels to make. Maybe when we get to the end there, we can do another video and look at the final steps. So, all right, I'm going to sign off, stop share. Thanks for watching, and hope to see you again soon.